Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Today I will read to you a poem written by Geoffrey Chaucer, The Canterbury Tales. Here I will begin with the modern version of the Canterbury Tales. However, the original text of this narrative poem is difficult to read a student of the modern age. So the modern version of the poem is. So I will read this poem to you. So here I begin. Here begins the book of the tales of Canterbury when April with his showers so sweet with fruit. The drought of March has spiced unto the root, and bathed each vein with liquor that has power to generate therein and sire the flower, when Zephyr also has with his sweet breath quickened again in every holt and hath the tender shoots and buds and the young sun into the ram bun half his course has run. And many little birds make melody that sleep through all the night with open eye. So nature prickles them on to ramp and rage, then do folk long to go on pilgrimage, and farmers to go seeking out strange strands, to distant shrine as well, known in sundry lands, and specially from every shire's end of England they to Canterbury went, the holy blessed martyr there to seek, who helped them when they lay so ill and wailed. Befell that, in that season on a day, in Southwark at the Tabard as I lay, ready to start upon my pilgrimage to Canterbury, full of devout homage, there came at night to that hostelry some 29 in company of sundry persons who had chanced to fall. In fellowship and pilgrimage were they all, that toward Canterbury town would ride. The rooms and stables spacious were and wide, and well we there were eased and of the best. And briefly, when the sun had gone to rest, so had I spoken with them, every one, that I was of their fellowship anon, and made agreement that we would early rise to take the road as you I will apprise. But none of the less, whilst I have time and space before yet farther in this tale I pace, it seems to me accordant with reason to inform you all the state of every one of all of these as it appeared to me, and who they were, and what was their degree, and even how arrayed they at the inn, and with the night thus will I first begin. Now I will read to you the knight's tale in this Canterbury Tales. A knight there was, and he were the man who from the moment that he first began to ride about the world loved chivalry, truth, honor, freedom, and all courtesy. Full worthy was he in his liege, Lord's war, and therein had the ridden none more for, as well in Christendom as heathenism, and honored everywhere for worthiness. At Alexandria he, when it was won, full after the stable roster he would begin. Above all nations knight in Prussia, in Latvia raided he, and Russia. So Christian a man, so oft of his degree, in far grand at the siege was he, of Algeciras, and in Belmare at Aes was he, and at Satel, when they were won, and on the Middle Sea, at many a noble meeting chanced to be, of mortal battles he had fought 15, and he had fought for our faith at Tremison. 3 times enlisted and each time slain his foe. This self same worthy knight had been also at one time with the Lord of Palate against another heathen in Turkey, and always won his sovereign fame for prize. Though so illustrious, he was very wise, and bore himself as meekly as a maid. He never yet had any villainous said in all his life to whatsoever weight. He was a truly perfect gentle knight. But now to tell you all his array, his steeds were good, but yet he was not gay. Of simple fustian wore he a Japan, sadly discolored by his habergeon, for he had lately come from his voyage, and now was going in this pilgrimage.